Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lab Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1997 Subaru Impreza WRX STI Sedan version 4. Another version 4 Impreza takes on our course. We've had the coupe, this time we have the sedan. What's the differences between the version 4 and the version 5 and the version 3, you may ask? Well, the version 4 has these sort of strakes on the front intercooler guard, which I don't really like. They got rid of those for the version 5 and sort of opened it up, and then the version 6 I think opens it up a little bit more, and they stuck some mesh behind there, which makes it look an awful lot better. But other than that, that's the version 4 differences. That and they make less power than version 5s, but make more power than version 3s that cost them more weight. Looks good in white though, definitely. Anyways, 4-wheel drive, 436 horsepower, 1012 kilograms. Pretty standard Impreza 97 to 99 statistics. Anyways, this car is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Apparently there is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition 97. That car's at a time of 27.017. This Impreza unlikely to beat that. In terms of its fellow Imprezas, well, the Sedan version 3 set a time of a 29.403. And the Sedan version 5 set a time of 29.568, although it is worth mentioning that was with a racing modification. So if this car can get somewhere in between those two, then it's done its duty as an Impreza, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really expecting much more than that. Get your Impreza bingo cards out, because I'm about to explain what you've probably heard quite a few times if you've seen this series before. The 94 to 96 Imprezas, which version 3 is part of, generally drive a little bit more to my flavour. They're a little bit more sort of flamboyant. You can get away with more, you can sort of drift them a little bit more. Whereas the 97 to 99 Imprezas are a little bit more sort of... definitely more grippy. But of course that comes at the cost of not being able to quite sort of dance around corners the way you'd like to, and of course understeer, which is a bit of a problem for these later Imprezas. So 29.193, that's pretty much what we was asking out of this, so we'll take that. But yeah, so I generally prefer driving the 94s to 96s, but the 97 to 99s seem to go a little bit quicker. He says, I haven't had a 99 Impreza around here yet actually, so maybe the 99 will be, you know, either really bad or really good. I can't quite decide that. That's going to go on the grass, and I don't want to get a best lap on the grass, so we'll go for a bit of a run-up, which I saw a great comment the other day where it's like, get your Hot Lap Classic bingo cards, the run-up, which gets built up, and then it turns out to be no quicker than the actual lap the car came from, and yeah, you're probably not wrong there. But, yeah, we'll see. You know, maybe this will be the lap. Maybe this will be the one. As Mint Biscuit wants to... I actually don't think doing a massive corner cut on there helps some of these cars when they've got sort of poor gear ratios. Yeah, he's not wrong. It was generally quite a bit slower on that lap, but one more lap in the Impreza. The slightly embarrassing thing for this at the moment is that does mean it is slower than a version 3 wagon. Although it is worth mentioning that version 3 wagon was lighter and also benefited from racing modification, which this doesn't. So, you know, that is something to bear in mind. Nope, gonna miss a shift, and that's gonna cost it some time. I suppose that just sort of shows you how close these sort of run in these. You know, one missed shift can really cost you a decent chunk of change around a course like this. But yeah, no, good car. I mean, it's an Impreza. The version 4s, you know, maybe it's because 4's my least favourite number, but yeah, I mean, they're not my favourite. So I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that. Wow. It was metronomically consistent though. I mean, at least in terms of quickest sectors. Would not have gained much on that final lap as it turns out. Interesting. Anyways, a 29 point... what? 29.193 will place this into 66th place. Goes in between the Toyota Sleeker GT4 ST205 and the Nissan Skyline Silhouette Formula. It is quicker than the NSXR LM GT2, quicker than an R32 GTR V-Spec, Galant VR4. I mean, it's a quick car. It is 0.2 up the road from the version 3 WRX STI, which also didn't run racing mod. Quicker than an Evo 4 GSR as well. Well, yeah, slightly slower than the wagon version 3 Impreza, but again, that was running racing modification. I think racing modification does sort of help these Imprezas, especially these later ones with the weight issue. So, but as I previously mentioned, between 97 and 99, all these cars, they share racing modifications, which is a big shame. Unlike the other ones, that's all they share, but they're different colours. Whereas these are just, they're all the same basically. So, you know, you'd get bored of seeing the same version 4 and version 5s running the same race mod and stuff like that. So, yeah, something to digest, unfortunately. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.